What is the price of fairness? Is it a dollar amount written in a policy? Or is it an unspoken agreement between two people to treat each other with mutual respect? And what do you do when you follow the rules perfectly, only to have them broken by the very person who wrote them? Welcome to Reddit Overheard Stories. Today's story comes from a woman who found herself in a moral gray area, caught between supporting a small business she loved and demanding the fairness she believed she deserved. To protect her privacy, I'll be telling her story in my own words. It all started with a simple, honest mistake. For the past few months, she had found her perfect nail technician, a woman who ran her own small business, someone who was always warm, always lovely, and did incredible work. Let's call her Sarah. The storyteller, a college student, valued their relationship. It felt good to support someone local, someone who clearly poured her heart into her craft. But student life is a chaotic whirlwind of deadlines and exhaustion. Last Tuesday was the breaking point. She had been up until the early hours of the morning, filming a critical project for one of her courses. The alarm she set was a distant, forgotten casualty of her fatigue. She overslept, blowing right past her nail appointment. The moment she woke up and saw the time, a wave of guilt washed over her. She felt awful. She immediately messaged Sarah, apologizing profusely, and without a moment's hesitation, she sent over the full price of the missed appointment. It was Sarah's policy: no-shows and same-day cancellations pay in full. A rule is a rule. It stung to pay for nothing, but it was the right thing to do. Sarah was incredibly understanding, and they rebooked for the following Friday. Make the new appointment. She had to make a sacrifice. She got a call from her part-time job offering her a shift on Friday, a shift she desperately needed for rent money. With regret, she turned it down. The rescheduled nail appointment was more important. It was a promise, and she had already messed up once. She wasn't going to do it again. Friday arrived. She was looking forward to the appointment, a small moment of peace in her hectic week. She planned her day around it. An hour before she was supposed to leave, her phone buzzed. It was a message from Sarah. Bless her, the storyteller thought. She's probably just confirming. But her heart sank as she read the text. Sarah was canceling, an hour before the appointment. The only reason given was vague. Something came up. She stared at the message, a storm of conflicting emotions brewing inside her. On one hand, she understood. Life happens. Things come up. She, of all people, knew that after what happened on Tuesday. But on the other hand, a burning sense of injustice began to bubble up. She had paid a hefty price for making the exact same mistake. She had lost money from a work shift she turned down specifically for this appointment. She had followed the rules. She had respected the policy. And now, the policy was being conveniently ignored when it was the other way around. The apology from Sarah, as sweet as it was, felt hollow. It didn't pay for the shift she missed. It didn't compensate for the inconvenience. And most importantly, it didn't acknowledge the double standard that was now hanging in the air between them. Her mind started racing. She began composing a text in her head, typing and deleting over and over. Am I a horrible person for even thinking this? She wondered. She's a small business owner. I should be supportive. But another voice chimed in, a voice of reason. This isn't about support, it's about principle. A policy should be a two-way street. She found herself completely torn. She loved Sarah's work and their friendly chats. The last thing she wanted was to become an entitled, demanding client, Karen. But the thought of just letting it go felt like a betrayal of her own self-respect. She had paid for her mistake. Shouldn't there be some accountability when the mistake was on the other end? And so, she was left with a decision. Does she ask for her money back, or at least a credit for a future appointment, risking her good relationship with a nail tech for the sake of fairness? Or does she swallow the injustice to support a small business, knowing that she was held to a standard that the owner herself did not meet? This isn't just about nails, it's about respect. So what would you do? Let me know in the comments.